What is a prop? A prop is nothing but whatever things you send in this user defined tag, we can get access to it inside this file. So that is how I'm going to pass this add items. So here I'll just send the function as a prop. So here I can just give a name. So it can be any name. I'll just give as on add. And here inside this I'll just pass the add items function. In this input area, here I can just get the props and I can use the props in this input area file. So here I'll add an event listener on click and it's gonna take a anonymous function where I will props dot and the function name which I send is on add, right? So using this name only you can access the prop which is denoting this function add item. So here I'll just say on add and here I need to send the input text, but how I can send the input text? For that, here we can create another use state hook will be created where we can maintain the text. It's the same pretty simple steps. We have to give a variable name. I'll give it as input text and a function name set input text which is equal to use state and this is gonna be a string. Now here whenever we click this button, here we need to send the text, but how we can save the text in this use state? For that there is a event handler for this input field which is called on change. So this on change, it also is a function which can in which we can give another function. So for that I'll give another function here which is called as handle change, and this will take a event. This will have an event as a prop which we can access it. So here I can get the value and store it in a variable by getting access to event dot target dot value, because generally this event will denote this tag, and in this tag I can there is an object called target which is getting access to this value, and by this I can get access to the value whatever value has been typed in this input field. So now after this I can just set the input text to this new value. So now you can see the input text has been set here. So here in this I can just mention the handle change function, and I am going to add another attribute which is called value, and here I'll just mention the state variable. So let me explain why I give the state variable here. So if I just give the state variable here, this will be a controlled input type where we cannot change the things by anything which like we want, because this is right now it's a controlled input by the use state and we cannot change it by ourselves. It can be only done whenever we change some things in the input field, that is this on change. So now let me here in the on add we can just send the input text, right? Because we have stored that in the on change we have just stored the text in the input text. So in the input text variable we would be having the whatever text we type there, and once it has been sent to the function we need to set again the input text to a empty variable. So that is an empty string, because if you didn't make this an empty string, then this on change function will make the state like whenever you enter a new text it will get joined like appended with the old text. So we need to make this empty string whenever you send the input text to that on add function which is given here. Now we can just save these two files. Yeah, so now we almost finished most of the pretty steps.